So here's our project today. 2012 Dodge 2500 with the 6.7 diesel engine. Come out here the other day. Truck set about 4 days. We had negative temperatures, and the truck was leaking on the ground, leaking coolant from the weep hole in the water pump. Stopped leaking, of course, after I drove it for a day or two. So kind of a cold water leak, but for peace of mind, gonna go ahead and get this changed out. Going to go ahead and save the coolant, since about a month and a half ago I went ahead and did the EGR and exhaust leak or delete on it. So let's get started. All right, put this hose on here so we don't have a mess everywhere. It's always nice when you don't have a mess. I'm good at making messes though. Alrighty, so our coolant's almost done draining, and I think it is draining, or drained. I'm gonna go ahead and shut it off. Let's twist this little petcock here, and there we go, right there. Alright. Make sure nothing gets in there. Don't want to contaminate our coolant since we're going to be reusing it. And I was looking at this earlier. I think it's going to be easier to get it from under here to get the belt off, at least. So just use a 1/2 wrench, stick it in that tensioner, and release tension on the belt, pull the belt off, like that. That should be good. Alrighty. Leave this belt. So if you're doing this, you might take a picture of how the belt goes back on if you can't figure it out. I guess that's personal preference. I'm not going to. So 10mm socket, the old Ratcheto. I think it's just two bolts here. Don't lose that 10mm. If I can get down here and see, that would be freaking awesome too. Okay, this floppy old ratchet. These Duralast ratchets suck. And there goes the dog again, barking. This don't make a freaking mess everywhere. Almost need a shorter extension here. Okay, that bolt's loose. Let's get the second bolt here. I think I can do this without pulling the fan. I'm not sure, but the reason I'm gonna start making these videos is because people always take their, if it's vehicles, whatever, they have someone else do it and they can save a hell of a lot of money doing it themselves. I mean, this water pump I think was 60 bucks. So why not do it yourself? I'm sure they would charge a $300-400 to change out this water pump. And I think that is freaking ridiculous, but for each his own. If you want to take it in, take it in. Spend an hour or two out in the garage or driveway or shop, you can get this done a hell of a lot cheaper. So, there's one. Oh yeah, so another thing. So I bought this truck. Kind of bought it in the rain, got excited, bought it in the rain. Truck had been in a wreck, I guess, and that's why that's tore up. I guess the fan hit the shroud there, so I was definitely wasn't excited about that after I actually found receipts in the glove box from the body shop for $7,000. So, talking about body shop, Dad and I, we were actually painting his 59 El Camino. Just sprayed the roof this morning, so I'm gonna make a video on that. Okay, I'm gonna have to get a shorter extension for that. That's not gonna work out for me. Let's see. Let's see if this helps out a little bit. I'm sure it will. What a freaking hell. Okay. I think I'm on the right bowl. Alright, should be able to get that out with my hand now. Let's see if this makes a freaking mess or not. I hope it doesn't, and I hope I can get it out without pulling this fan off. Well, I feel like coming off. Get a little pry bar and wedge that thing off. Look at this bent pry bar. Oh, good Lord. Let's see. There we go. Well, hell, that ain't too bad. And I bet you they will charge a shit ton to replace that water pump. Pop it off just like that. Boom. Let's make sure that surface down there. I'm gonna take a little Scotch-Brite to that surface. Let me get the light so y'all can see. Oh, there it comes. See down there? I'm gonna take a little Scotch-Brite to that surface just to clean it up so that seal. I think yeah. Have some up here. Alrighty. Not really. Can't really stick a light in here. There we go. Pretty good. I think. Clean all this water out in this coolant. Feels pretty smooth. So I think we are good to go back on with a new water pump. Pack everything up nowadays. Friggin' things are coated in oil from the manufacturer. I always get this stuff off. Let's look at this water pump. That's nice. I don't know where it was actually leaking, but it looks like it's been leaking. I know it's been leaking because I seen it all over my freaking floor the other day. So, the water pump going on. Don't want to get 2 hours down the road and have this thing leaking. $60, peace of mind. That'll work for me. So, seal seated in there. Back on with the water pump, maybe. Or I can just drop it in there, one of the two. Oh, fuck. Hopefully that seal stays in there. I guess we're about to find out. I think it did. I guess. Yeah. Okay. This is gonna be fun. Second this button. Let's see if I can get this one. I don't know if I can or not. First bolt in, went in pretty easy. Okay, this has got to be the easiest water pump to change, I think. I say that now. Okay. Alright, second bolt. Well, hell, that's easy enough right there. Gosh dang, that's... Yeah, I always like to... If I see something, I always like to fix it. Or kind of a preventive maintenance, fix it before it becomes a big issue when I'm, you know, on a road trip or what have you. So some people don't do that. They're always broke down, whatever. Like I said, for each his own. Okay, we gotta get
everything is not enough. Really hot by the ocean. And all of those white hot
So didn't see any leaks with the engine cold. Went ahead, I did bleed it from this screw, the cooling system from that screw. We're gonna run it up to operating temp, let it set, cool down, recheck the coolant level, and we should be good to go on this project.